Activities. My girl Tasha. Waiting on the queen. Oh. Tell them all. We live like a motherfucker. Ah. I'm about to quit smoking. This shit ain't worth it. I smoke too much. Like, that's what's coming to. Like, I gotta stop. You join, but I just sent you a request to join, girl. Hey!
Sid.
What is up with you, Amazon Queen? This is the Amazon Queen today. Amazon Prime Queen.
I was ODing off that shit. It seemed like every time I found one, I would see another one. It's like, well, if you're interested in this, you should be interested in this. Here are similar titles. I'm like, what? This is good. I just fell down a rabbit hole.
You say, you know what? I'm going to take your suggestions today, and I'm going to try.
Man.
I'm going to go to watch this other movie. Oh, man.
I got some nice little information today. I was pleased with Amazon. I was pleased.
Got you ready to do a documentary, huh?
Right. See, because I'm over here like, how is all of these low-budget films just the fuck? Like, how y'all just get in like that? But, like, it's a simple process. I'm like, okay.
Amazon Prime puts up anything, and you can sell it.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah. I was going to put our pilot up there, but that shit was horrible. I was like, ain't nobody going to buy that shit. But, yeah, I was going to put our pilot up there. You can put anything on Amazon Prime.
That's cool.
And
I like it.
Yeah, whatever shit. And I think and it really goes to like Amazon Prime videos and shit. So where you can like gonna be in the, you know what I'm saying, the menu and shit. So but yeah, Amazon Prime is dope. I fuck with Amazon Prime on that level.
I'm just not getting. I really wasn't even. I had Prime for a while, but I just really never watched the movies. I never really checked it out. So I just kind of went one day. Somebody told me about one show, and from there I kind of just like, okay, so y'all got something going on over here. I didn't know y'all was open for everybody. That's beautiful.
Yeah, they pretty much. Yeah, it's pretty much for whoever, nigga, you do it, you put it up.
That's dope.
That's pretty dope, for sure. That is definitely pretty dope. Just trying to send some invitations out there, see if we're gonna get some people in the building. Right. But yeah, so how's your week been? How was your Valentine's Day?
So besides me sitting around eating food, I wasn't even eating like that. Like I had got them little charcuterie sets from the Little Grapevine. Shout out to them.
Okay.
Support small business, but that was dope. I mean, I had pretty much snacked on that all day. Had me some wine. Yeah, we ate good. I mean, what else can you ask for? I'm super simple. I didn't want to look. Even if I had a man, we were gonna be in the house. Regardless. Like, dude, we don't gotta go nowhere. It's cold outside. It's cold. I cook.
Shit, I had to push I told you I was supposed to be in Vegas for Valentine's Day, but I pushed that on back.
Man. You better use that boy before you lose it. Don't do that.
Oh, for sure. I'm going. I rebooked it for June. And then turned around, people was like, yeah, we going to Disneyland in July. So I'm like, shit, I'm gonna be stacking up. Just put it like that.
You're gonna have to.
Yep. So what up, Tonyo? Be the truth. Appreciate you stopping by and checking us out, man. So yeah, I did. So did you see the Kevin Samuels interview on YouTube? I think you said you watched it.
Yeah, that was good. I actually liked that one. It allowed you to get into more of him. Because that had always been my question. I want to be able to be like, well, okay, well, what is it that you do? What makes you so qualified? And I got a lot of that information just through that interview. It made me, appreciate his thoughts a lot more too.
Right. And to be truly honest with you, like he said, he ain't no relationship coach or no matchmaker, no shit like that. He comes from a marketing background. He ain't doing nothing. Mm-hmm. He's not doing nothing but answering females' questions honestly, giving them what they look for in a male friend. Okay, because a lot of women are like, oh, male friend. I got my male friend, so I can talk to him, and that's like he's the equivalent of a male friend, but he's gonna probably be a little bit more straight to the point about the shit. Rose, what's going on, big homie?
Man,
10, what's up, 10?
Yeah, I don't know about no friend. I don't think no friend will sit there and make you feel stupid, and I feel like that's his issue with women. It's always the approach. It's almost like you gotta be able, if you about to deliver some shit that's sour, you want to put a little bit of a peppermint in that shit so they can digest it. You ain't about to just throw a nigga with some castor oil and expect them to swallow it, and without saying, ugh, you're gonna get a reaction from it. So my thing is his tone is the issue. It's never what he says, it's the tone. Right, but everything he says is valid. Right, but it's super valid.
That's what he said as well. Rose, we talking about Kevin Samuels. He was on the No Jumper podcast this week talking about women and things of that nature. Well, Guan. But yeah, when he was pretty much talking about how women take his advice. Like he said, he basically said the same thing as you. Like, I'm telling them they don't like the way I say it. What I'm saying? It's the truth. So you can't help but swallow it because it's the truth. Now you might like the way it was given to you, but you needed to hear it. And a lot of times, in my opinion, we need to hear the truth like that. Like, we need to hear the truth from somebody who is not gonna sugarcoat that shit. Who's gonna give it to you straight up. Look, you're not a 10. You know what I'm saying? Like. Mm-hmm. So you may want to bring your things down a little bit and start searching for individuals in your space,
right?
Because you'll be wasting your time and energy trying to chase a nigga who makes 6-7 figures and you're not even on his level. You know what I'm saying? You're not even on his radar at all because you just not. You know what I'm saying? Most niggas who make 6-7 figures, they can pick and choose what woman they want. And a lot of times, it's what they want. You know what I'm saying? So if you're not what they want, they're not going to choose you. I don't give a fuck how much money you make. You can make $1 million. Nigga ain't fucking with you if you ugly. You know what I'm saying? Or if he ain't fucking with your swag, it don't matter. So I feel like what he's doing is great. It's definitely beneficial for, in my opinion, a lot of black women because, once again, I feel like a lot of women, not just a lot of black women, like he said, are somewhat delusional. You know what I'm saying? They have this mentality, or they have this thing that they've gotten from, watching Love and Hip Hop and watching, the Housewives and watching this, to where they're like, oh, that's what I want to be. I want to be, taken care of. You know what I'm saying? I want a man who has a career. I can just sit at home all day and do nothing. Most of the niggas who got careers like that, they don't really want a bitch that's sitting at home doing nothing. They want another woman who's out there getting it like they is. You know what I'm saying? They don't want a bitch just sitting at home. Because when I get home and you just sitting at home like, I'm gonna get another. I can get any bitch to sit at my house. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna take a special woman to be able to be by my side this whole time. But if you just want to sit at my house, that's nothing. You can do it. That's nothing. I'm gonna hit you and then you gonna go. Then I'm gonna bring somebody else in and hit them. You know what I mean? That's what you get when you're searching, in my opinion, as a woman, when you're searching for a 7-figure man, but you're not a 10. You're not on his level. So once again, even if he does get with you, that's all it's gonna be is fucking, and you can keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely agree with what he said, but I think it goes along the lines of the same shit that B. Simone said, and how she got so much backlash from black women and shit. And I'm like, where's the, because I even seen one woman like, how can you take advice from somebody? Would you take advice about money from somebody that's broke? You know what I'm saying? She ain't got no man. She ain't married. Why would you take advice from her? And I'm like, well, I don't really think she was giving advice. More so,
right? She just asking you to be realistic,
right, making a statement. Like she would just say,
right.
You know what I'm saying? We want these things, or we ask for these things out of all these men, but what do we bring to the table? And that's always been a fucking question, honestly, because once again, men always are we're usually the ones in my situations. I'm usually the one, I'm the man, so I'm the provider. I'm the one paying for dinner. I'm the one paying for movies. I'm the one paying for every fucking thing because I'm the man. You know what I'm saying? That's somewhat how I was raised, as well as you're supposed to treat a woman a certain way. You know what I mean? So, that's why I do the things that I do. But at the same time, the question has always been, what are you bringing to the table other than some pussy? You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, females be they don't know what the fuck to say because they know, like, I'm not giving this nigga none of my money. You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely not bringing no money to the table. Some pussy. That's it. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
And it's so crazy because the average chick will swear up and down she ain't even got to do that all the time either. Like that's her choice as well. Like if I ain't got to do this all the time and da da da. That made me think about that one video I think you posted it a while ago where it's with a guy asked, they're like, outside of no, they said that she ain't got to do nothing. The girl, light skinned chick, said she ain't got to do nothing for her man. Like she ain't got to. She ain't got to cook, clean. She ain't got to. She pretty much is just there.
Right.
And he like, well, like what type of value do you believe that you have in this relationship outside of, she's like, well, I ain't even got to do that. If I don't feel like it, then I ain't got to. But you get that privilege only because it made me think about another video I saw today. Plies. I don't know if you caught it. He said that typically a woman would make all of these changes about themselves, getting a tummy tuck, facelift, hair, nails, all of this shit to satisfy a man. But at the end of the day, the man that you probably gonna end up with is a nigga who got 6 figures, but he gonna be ugly as hell. Because that's the only real man that, it took him so long to get to the point where he can he can choose any bitch he want. So like when you get to that level, why the fuck would you not try to find the baddest chick? So yeah, that's gonna be his objective. But another guy who probably got his shit together and he's just tired of the games and going through the motions of having all of these chicks and just ready to settle down, he's not looking for the baddest chick. He's looking for a legit good woman that's gonna help him continue to build or bring him the stability he's looking for in his household. So it definitely, I don't know. It got, I think shit is just so fucking confusing on both sides. And if people would just fucking sit down and have a conversation of what it is that you need from a person in a relationship, what is it you're looking for, then it may help, relationships a lot better, but people don't have those conversations. It's like you so busy trying to just date and go to all these flat restaurants and see what you can get in the beginning stages, but you don't have the conversation that you need to have to find out if this person even relationship worthy. I don't want to waste my fucking time. Like at the end of the day, I have never had sex with a guy on a first night, but it is something that I feel should be done soon because sex is a high priority for me. So knowing this, that's something that I want to get over before it's too late. Because if the sex is not there, I know that you're not gonna have my attention in full because that's one of my things on the list. So it's like, dude, I don't know if this gonna work for real. I'm gonna keep it real with you now. I don't know. I'm gonna try to give it another couple weeks, but if shit don't add up, we probably gonna be struggling. But I'm super honest about it. So it's like you have to know what the fuck you need and what the fuck you want and make that shit known. It's real simple.
Yo, I see right quick, I see Rose said he asked a female what was her long-term goal, and she said to run this bag up. And I was like, then what? She was like, I don't know.
And that's sad. That's sad as fuck.
That's hard.
To run this bag up. How the fuck are you getting the bag, sis?
And what bag? And why are you trying to run it up? What are you trying?
So, are you running your pussy up at the same time to get the bag? What are you doing for this bag?
Put mileage on that.
So I don't understand. You got to clarify what the fuck that mean. And like when she said that, she probably thought she was saying some tabernacle shit. Like she thought she was Future saying that shit. But no, bitch, you sound like a common hoe saying some dumbass shit like that. When as a grown woman, you should be able to identify where you want to be 5 years from now, where you want to be 10 years from now. You should have goals in place now. We are no longer in our 20s where we can sit around and be ignorant about the future. It's like we are adults now. You can't say dumbass shit from songs and think that shit gonna fly. But like you said, it's them loving hip hop bitches who make the shit so distorted because they on the fucking TV. All they do is shop. All they do is fight. All they do is, just they for the glam, the glitz and the glam, whatever drama they need to create. That's what they gonna do to get the money. So they feel like as a common bitch, I could do the same thing. No, these hoes done already put in the work and they done bagged them something already. So they're exploiting their situation. And it's not necessarily to the best of their benefit either. Because some of them motherfuckers be looking flat out stupid. The only motherfucker I can really kind of respect from the Real Housewives would be Candy. Because I can't see no way that the show has really fucked up anything relationship wise with her. Her and her husband is still strong. They still got the same goals. She uses that show as the platform to keep growing her business. Mm-hmm. It's not something that she's going on there for just to create drama in a storyline. So it's like I said, it's all about the person. But like that TV, social media shit, all that shit is ruining women. I definitely believe that shit. Very high expectations is so unrealistic. It's dumb.
It's unrealistic, first and foremost, but I think a lot of it, and I did watch that Black Love movie today, talked about, and that, in my opinion, is a great movie. Like everybody,
awesome.
Every black person needs to watch that movie, The Black Blueprint. And the reason that I say that is because, see, one thing that I hate when I hear people start talking about the dynamics between black men and black women is they never talk about the history. They never talk about the history of how we got here. Because at one point in time, shit, we were, I think they said like we were 80% of African American families were married. That's 80%. That was back in the 50s though. You know what I mean? And then you fast forward now, this shit's down to like 50%, like 30, 40%. So a lot has changed with the dynamic between men and women. But like that movie was saying, it starts with slavery. It starts 400 fucking years ago. You know what I mean? And it's like, when you bring it to the fore, in my opinion, the reason that a lot of us have a disconnect with each other is a lot of women don't care about the history. They don't care about why they're in the position that they're in. They don't care about where the child support system came from. They don't care about where welfare came from. They don't care about none of these government things that they take advantage of every single day. They don't care about where they came from. So
because it's a free source and they don't got to work for it. That's why they don't care about it.
Right. That's all they care about. So when you don't know the history of your community, you don't know the history, then you're subject to repeat it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And in my opinion, by a lot of black women, because I hear a lot of black women bashing black men. Even with the movie, they were talking about how, and this is something that, in my opinion, is a big paradigm shift between cultures is the fact that in all the cultures, Black women we're the only culture where our women make more than our men. Period. Every other culture, their men make more than their women. So it automatically puts the man at the top. There's no debating that. That nigga brings home the bacon, that's that. But unfortunately, with the things that have been put in place systematically, not just for the men, but for the women too, it has changed our dynamic. And until, in my opinion, men and women start to recognize that, hey, you know what I'm saying? It's not just, you know, it's me, but it's not just me. You know what I'm saying? When women stop just being like, oh, niggas ain't shit, niggas ain't this, and niggas ain't that. And you start to look and you do the research and you start to see, well, damn, they didn't lock up the majority of the niggas for bullshit ass crimes. It's a lot of niggas in jail right now for a dime bag of weed, for a crack rock. You know what I'm saying? Doing 10, 20 years. You know what I'm saying? Good individuals. Even Boyce Watkins said it. He was like, it's niggas out here right now who are definitely, who probably are great men, good upstanding citizens, but they can't move for real because they're so caught up in the child support system that they can't get a good job. They can't do shit. Some of them are locked up for child support. So a lot of the things that are in place to keep Black men down. And
it's to break the family up. Yeah.
Right. And until, in my opinion, Black women start to recognize that, because now don't get it twisted. I'm not gonna say every man that ain't got it is suffering from that situation, because there are some lazy niggas out here. No doubt. But I'm quite sure at this day and age, a woman should be able to decipher a lazy nigga from a nigga who got some ambition. You know what I'm saying? If you're this old and you can't decipher a good man from a nigga just trying to use you, then you still got some growing to do. You know what I mean? Right. In my opinion, niggas can lie and niggas can sell you a dream, but it's only so much a nigga can sell you before you see the fucking truth and be like, wait a minute, nigga, you lying.
Right. You gotta wake up sometime, bitch. And when you open your eyes, the dream ain't there no more, then he been lying, bitch. That was literally a dream. It was temporary. You're now awake.
Exactly.
Man.
But when you wake up, that's when you're supposed to say, hey, nigga, nah, I'm cool on you. I ain't fucking with you no more. But a lot of times what women do is they wake up and they be like, well, you know what? I'm going to see if he going to change. Or I'm going to see if he going to, because he's selling you these dreams. So now you've got caught up in the dreams. And so now he going to sell you another dream. Oh, baby, I'm doing this. I got this going on. I'm doing it. Okay, well, yeah, all right, I'm cool with it. No. You know what I'm saying? No. One thing I can say is that, like, I do online, like, you know, I date online, right? I can say that I see a lot more older women online dating. Like I see women in their 40s, you know,
right.
41, 42, 43, 40, in their 40s. These women are dating. They're looking for a husband. They're looking for a man. And that's something of what that was talking about in that Black Love Blueprint, on how women are somewhat, I guess you can say, maybe waiting to get married. You know what I'm saying? Since it's, because back in the day, it was like you was marrying right out of high school. You know, you was a high school sweetheart and shit.
Right.
That dynamic is not really the same anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So now it's seeming like women are getting older and they're wanting to be in love and loved and want to be with somebody, want some companionship, shit like that. But at the same time, if you can't understand or respect the hardships of the Black man that you may be trying to date or that you may be wanting to date, and you don't understand those hardships and you can't recognize the things that he's been through and the obstacles that he has to go through, then it's going to be an issue. You know what I'm saying? Because like the one movie was saying, he was like, you know, men have their own shit that we deal with inside too. You know what I mean? Right. And a lot of times when we come home, unfortunately, we give it to the person that, you know, who's at home. You know what I mean? They get the shit, you know, they get the bad side of us. They don't get the good side, the side that's been out all day smiling and shucking and jiving for the white man. Because we tired. Right. When we get home, we just want to fucking, we tired of shucking and jiving all day. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Sit back, chill, and, you know, have some companionship and be with somebody who understands. Not somebody who's like, oh, well, you know what? You need to do this and you need to do that. And you need to do that. Okay, I can take that you need to do that if these are things I need to do. But just let me know that you're listening and you're comprehending what I'm saying about how hard it is for me. Because when you feel like I'm getting some type of, you know, understanding from you, then I could be more open with you. It's not going to be a lot of, you know, back and forth. I can be open with you because I see that you're understanding. You're taking an understanding ear. In my opinion, a lot of times, because women don't know the history and because women are so strong, they don't look at that. They look at it more like, nigga, you a man. You, what the fuck? I know you ain't tripping. I know you ain't depressed. I know you ain't got no issues. Nigga, you a man. You shouldn't have no issues. Just like he was saying, we have a super black woman, you know, saying, but you don't have a super black man saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, super black woman, she has to do everything. She has to take care of her family. She has to, and this is all about single women, single family. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. You know, she has to be a super, you know, a super mom and a super black woman. But there is no paradigm or there is no ideology for a super black man. You know what I'm saying? Like a man who has to take the, you know, the world on his shoulders every day, go out into it, work, you know, suffer through fucking racism, motherfuckers treating you like you ain't. I mean, being a black man, honestly, in society is hard. And I know just in being a black woman is hard too. So both living this hard ass life, we should be, when we get together, it shouldn't be hard. You know what I'm saying? We get together, relaxation, love, passion, you know, and just, you know, being in each other's presence, just, you know what I'm saying, not having to worry about the bullshit until tomorrow when I got to go back to work. You know what I'm saying? But when I get home, I want understanding. I want a listening ear, just like a woman does. Like, honestly, when I come home, I'm probably not talking that much because I'm a man. But women, when y'all get off work, a lot of times, y'all do want to talk. You know what I'm saying? So even when you want to talk, though, as a man, I got to listen. Because if I don't listen, I'm blowing you off, that's going to piss you off. You're going to feel some type of way because I'm not listening to you. So, I mean, I'm all for black love. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, like, I'm all for this shit. So whatever I need to do to make sure that this shit work, I'm going to do, especially if I'm in love with you and I care about you and I want to see you be successful. But yeah, I mean, with the whole B. Simone thing, everything she said was true. She had everything on the head.
But they was even saying in that same documentary how even though more of it all comes from slavery, it gets pushed and, like, you know, baited through propaganda. You throwing out statistics saying how, you know, black women are single and they don't marry and this and that. When in actuality there are, you know, marriages and, you know, they just don't acknowledge them like they do, you know, the single people. But it's almost like they see all these women who have kids out of wedlock, and then they'll use those people as the example. And then you see later on in life, when they get about 40 years old, now you're getting married because you pretty much have invested your whole life raising your kids. That's pretty much the sacrifice that a typical real mom would make. I mean, you really don't, if you're a single mom and you are really taking care of your kids, you rarely, or don't have a village. I'm gonna have to add that in there too. If you don't have a village that's helping, you don't really have time to go out and date. When I had my second child, I literally told my friends, I was so pissed one day because I was so fucking tired of them calling me, asking me about going out, and it's like almost every fucking weekend they want to go out. And it's like, bitch, I don't have a babysitter. What the fuck? How the fuck do y'all keep calling me, asking me about fucking babysitter and going out, and I can't even get out the house? But y'all, just because you can drop your kid off every fucking day to your mama and your cousins and everybody else, I don't have that luxury. So I literally told their asses, like, look, this is it. Like, I'm a mom. Don't ask me about going out. If I have a moment of time where I'm free, I'll let you know. But until then, all y'all doing is really stressing me the fuck out because it's pissing me off that I'm over here stuck with kids and y'all niggas out here popping bottles at the club every fucking weekend. Like, you don't have no kids. And it's like, I'm sitting over here like, well, damn. All right, well, shit. Y'all ain't about to have me fucked up mentally fucking with my kids. So I'm like, you know what? So I ain't backlashing on my children. I'm just gonna cut these hoes off and I'm gonna focus on them. I'm gonna give them everything that they need, and I'm not gonna worry about no man. I'm not worrying about nothing because my focus is getting these kids successfully out of my house and to become successful men. So it's like if I have, if I come across a guy by some miracle, I would definitely entertain it, but I never brought a man to my house. Like my kids have never seen me laid up with somebody. It took me to become older when they kind of came to me like, when did you go? They came to me. Do you understand this? Like that's sad when your own kids are coming to you. Like I think the first time my son was maybe like 13 and he was like, some app was out and they was like, you should try this dating site. And I'm like, why? He's like, cause you ain't got no man. And I'm like, I don't have a man because I'm taking care of y'all. I ain't really trying to sit around having y'all around niggas just because I need to have a man. So no. But like later on when I got more comfortable with it, that's when I kind of like opened myself up to be like, okay, well, I guess, at this point I could be secure in me allowing the man to meet my children and seeing how that builds, and we can kind of go from there. But beforehand, no. There was no way that you was about to be laid up in my goddamn house. You was not about to be sitting up eating my kids' cereal and everything. No, it's not happening. My kids know their dad, and that's pretty much all it is.
Facts.
That's it. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I just kept them around positive male folks. That's about all I could do at that point.
And that's what you got to do. And something else that they said in that bitch that really resonated with me. That's why I said I wish everybody. And I think I'm gonna post that that insert. It was the one where she said, "Oh shit, I lost it."
And to come back mid conversation.
Wait a minute, I'm trying to think because what the fuck were we talking about? Okay, we talking about your son. Okay, boom. So she was talking about how the dynamic changes in the household when it's a single family, and how how it's factual that the child needs if the child is a girl, she needs her mother. If the child's a boy, he needs a father. He has to be around these things. And like she said, you're around these things because your father's going to teach you how to be a man, the things that a man is supposed to do, things of that nature. Oh man, I'm just sipping on some pop rose, man. Nothing too big. But she also was talking about how, and I think this really is, and I don't know how deep it goes, but I think this is an issue why a lot of women have problems dating, is because they came up in that household with a woman who was bitter and who instead of her, being a queen and not disrespecting the baby daddy or not disrespecting men and things of that nature, you have those bitter bitches who raise their daughters to not like men in so many words. Like, niggas ain't shit. You don't need a man. You don't need a man. You got to do everything by yourself. And unfortunately, they feel that way because of whatever position that they was put in before.
Exactly.
When you that's toxic though. When you take that toxicity and you give it
and put it on your kids, yeah,
she ain't gonna do nothing but go right back out there and do some toxic shit. So that, in my opinion, that part of the movie definitely resonated with me because I feel like I see that a lot. You know what I mean? I feel like I see that, and it's gonna take a while for that shit to go away. Okay, because I mean, it's hard to not be mad at a motherfucker who did you dirty or who dogged you or did you wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's hard for, I'm guessing it would be hard for a woman not to, say things or disrespectful things about him if he's not doing the right thing or if he's treating her like shit, if they arguing all the time and things of that nature. Of course, her feelings about him are going to be negative because bringing to her life is negativity. But at the same time, once again, when you pass that down to your daughter and she has to go out here and start dating, every man ain't like that nigga who dogged you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It ain't like
exactly
that left you. There's good men out here that your daughter may be able to find. She may be able to find her husband. But the way you've raised her, she's gonna have a hard time with that. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, with that, I feel like, you know, a lot of young ladies have had that issue with their mothers, single mothers, because I mean, I've dated single mothers and I've heard the way that they talk about their baby daddies. You know what I'm saying? And I just be like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's crazy.
Is it that bad? Is it like that? You know what I'm saying? But I don't know that nigga. You know what I'm saying? And whatever he did to you, got you feeling that way, so be it. But I've definitely heard women just dog niggas. Like, fuck them. They ain't shit. I don't need a nigga. Keep it moving.
Yeah. I mean, but at that point, you speaking that shit into existence. I know, just like with any statement that I make, I'm generalizing. I'm saying that this is the majority of people that actually have this behavior, but there's always a, you know, the alternative side where it is good. So why would I just give up everything just because all the experience that I've had before was wrong? I would hope that I have learned from these experiences. That's what the fuck you were supposed to be doing. Notice what the fuck you doing to create these situations. Notice who the fuck you're choosing and choose better. You're supposed to start evaluating the shit that's wrong and figure out how to make it right. But they don't want to do that work. And that's the thing. Because it makes you have to look at yourself. And I believe that's the biggest issue with a lot of women. They don't like to hear anything negative about themselves. It's automatically, you know, I'm offended by that because you said this. But at the end of the day, like I said, when Kevin Keith Sam, whatever his name is, Samuel said the shit, it's something that needs to be heard. And it's like, it's coming from a place of love. If you respect a person enough and see that they are looking out for your greater benefit, then I would think that you could take any criticism that they can give you if they want you to be better. So it's like, I don't know. I think women do kind of create their own issues when they give up. They have to be willing to put in the work as well. And then with the same shit you was talking about when you said the single household and how the woman, the girl kind of gets the same repetitive action. I think about myself. When I grew up, my mother would say little stuff, but I never believed her. She would say little stuff, but it's like, no, this is my daddy. I love this man. What are you talking about? Like, he may not have been around all the time, but I yearned for this man.
Right.
I wanted to, anytime, even if he lied to me and didn't come through on something, I still had hope that, you know, like, this is still my daddy. Like, you can't say nothing. It took me to become an adult myself to see, like, dude, like, that really wasn't right. You know, so I feel like I have a valid point in, you know, if I am upset about anything, I should be able to be upset about it and you not have a problem because you really weren't there. So, and I figured out that in the relationship that I have had, my kid's father, and the relationship that I've had at lengths of time, they always reminded me of my father. Why the fuck am I choosing a dude, you know, that never is consistent? Why am I choosing a dude that you know, just is there because it's you know, it look good or, you know, it feels good for the moment? It's like, these are the characteristics that I grew up. This is what I know. This is what I'm gravitating to. So I don't know. I think it takes a strong person, like I said, to be able to mentally see the bigger picture and not be so small-minded and think that life is just ultimately fucked up. No, it can change. You just got to be willing to do the fucking work and work that shit out for yourself and hope for the best. I refuse, nigga. I'm not going to die alone. I'm going to find me a good man, and I will not cease until I do. I'm not going to accept less. That's just as simple as that. Okay. And I'm going to entertain the idea of dating and all this other stuff until I weed out
praise the Lord,
you know, the bad apples.
Raise the roof. Praise the Lord. Okay. I hear you. Okay, and
that's real shit. But I mean, she also spoke about how boys in that same situation, growing up in a household without a father, and how they see the woman doing everything, and she doesn't ask for help. She just pretty much makes it happen. And they grow up and they don't see what a man is supposed to do in a household. So they assume that they can come home and they can be chilling. They ain't got to do nothing because this woman got it. You don't understand how to participate in a household. And I'm like, you know what? I do that shit now. Like, because I feel like it wastes more time to have you trying to yell at the child to do some shit than you just doing it yourself. But if it was a man will say that shit one time and the kid gonna do it. It's real fucking simple. So it's a difference. But it's like, so a woman would just be like, you know what, fuck it. I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Outside of taking out the trash, bringing in the groceries, or, just regular chores, I'm not really saying much of nothing. I don't really, bring you into my personal world to let you know what my struggles are. So you don't get to see what I endure and how a man can help me out in this situation. So yeah, that's a tough one. From both sides, that's sad.
And I say,
because everybody loses.
And see, I feel like they missed out on something to say during that part, because in my opinion, when you have men being raised by women, that's why you have more homosexual little boys. That's why you have all these boys out here thinking that it's okay to be feminine and to talk feminine and to act feminine and to wear. That's why you have that's why homosexuality is on the rise. Period. Because it is.
I definitely think it plays into it, but I also think some are born into it. I can't help but think that. But I definitely think that it play a part in it.
But we can say that for another conversation. I don't think anybody's born gay. Just like nobody's born into Christianity. You know what I'm saying? Like, those are learned behaviors. You have to that. Nobody can listen. If you fuck with Dr. Umar just like I do. So did you hear his I want to say it was facts, but he basically said that, because he's a psychologist. He said 9 times out of 10, if a little boy is gay or becomes gay, it's usually because of some type of trauma he had when he was a child. Either he was touched, molested, whatever. It's usually from some type of trauma they had as a child. And I believe that more because, in my opinion, I just don't see being homosexual being a behavior that you just are born with. Even with this young lady here saying gender is a mutable universal law. Yeah, you can say that if that's how you feel, but in my opinion, gender is you got a penis, you a boy. Gender is you got a vagina, you're a woman. That's gender. Universal, nothing, in my opinion. This is what I know. This is what I see. This is how I live. Okay, I'm a man. I live like this. So I don't subscribe to the whole universal gender doesn't mean anything. I don't subscribe to that, because why would the Most High give you a penis and give her a vagina? That he wouldn't do that if you could just.
How do you reproduce a whole society if you don't have a gender role?
Right, exactly. So
there's no way. There's no way.
Subscribe to that, but I understand those who do, but I can't subscribe to that. But going back to what Dr. Umar said, he said that there's usually some type of trauma in that child's life as they growing up that makes them that way. I could believe that before I can believe they're born that way, because I've never seen a gay baby. I'm just saying.
You've never seen it. I can show you. If I had videos, I would definitely show you. But I myself.
I've never seen a baby cry like.
It ain't gonna show up then. It ain't gonna show up then. I'm trying to tell you, I done lived through it already. You think it's not possible, but it's definitely possible. Well, they ain't gonna be whining like that between when they start becoming a kid. I noticed this when my son was 2.
Oh yeah. You know what? Now that I think about it, my fault. You know what? I'm sorry. I forgot you are you live this. So no.
That's how I'm like, for me, I've seen it. I've been here from day one, and he's never been around, especially around that time. That was purely my child. He was me. He was with me all the time. So there was no way for him to be molested. There was no disruption of anything. So there's nothing that played into it.
My nigga said
this dude was genuinely, this is what he was. And it's like when you got your 2-year-old who has a brother who is all boy, who, I mean, at the time, I thought the boy was going to be a killer because he loved guns so much. I mean, he was boy. And I'm thinking like, okay, you know, he gonna show him the way. But this little boy, everything that he did straight to girl stuff, everything. So he would find stuff. And again, I'm not a girly girl. I was not a tomboy all my life. I can be girly. I have a feminine side, but at the end of the day, I'm a relaxed chick. I like to, you know, dress down. I like sweatpants. I like basketball shorts. This is what I do. So he's never had the influence of me. So where the fuck do you come from getting a t-shirt and tying it around your head and putting a ponytail holder on it and saying, this is my hair? Where do it become, we go to the store and you pick the toy of your choice and you want to pick the little pink fuzzy toy because that's your, it's for a girl, mom. It's a girl and I'm a girl. This is your child saying this to you at 2 years old. 2. How? Where did they come from? And I was back then so embarrassed and I didn't want to speak it out. I didn't want to say nothing. I'm like, well, no, maybe I'm tripping. Let me just, you know, keep them, you know, around these boys and it's going to go away and, you know, he going to grow out of it. No, he's been the same way since he's had his own personality. Since he's been born, this dude has been the same way. So I can't, like I said, I feel like in some situations, homosexuality can be created through, you know, incest, molestation or whatever like that. But some are truly born like that. And it's like, it is what it is.
Okay. But I would definitely have to say that him being around you consistently all the time.
But I was never a girly girl. Where you get that from?
Still a woman. What do you mean? You might not be a girl.
But you don't see me dressing up. You want to wear cute little shoes and wear
about him wearing stuff around his house. He was getting that from somewhere. He was seeing that somewhere, whether it was TV, whether it was a little girl up the street, whatever the case, he was getting that shit from somewhere. Now, once again, I can't speak on your situation because, like you said, that's your people's. You know, all I'm saying is because even with mines, now, you know what I'm saying? Even with mines, you know, I'm not gonna be like, he's never said anything like that to me. Like you said, like, I want to be a girl, that like that. But there was times when he was coming up where he'd be watching TV and he'd see some girl shit and he'd be like, Daddy, I want to watch that. I say, no, nigga, you're not watching that. That's for girls. You feel me? After a while, he stopped asking for that shit. After a while, he started saying, oh, no, I don't fuck with that because that's for girls. My daddy told me that's for girls. See, whatever it was, the father not being there definitely had something to do with that. That's why I find it so important to be in the house.
They are.
You know what I mean?
They are.
Because just shit like that. Now, if I wasn't around and his mama was there, she might have been like, oh, yeah, that's cool, that's cute, whatever. She might have bought him the shit. You know what I'm saying? You never know. But as a man, when my son does anything that a man shouldn't be doing, I let him know that's not what a man does. Period.
Right.
You're a man. I mean, you're a boy now, but you're going to grow a man. You're going to be me. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, no, you don't do these things, okay? That's not what a man does. That's not what a boy does. You don't play with these toys. Because he has a sister and he has an older sister and an older brother. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I could see him, since the sister is younger, closer to his age, as well as she's a girl. So she'll probably be more apt to playing with him than his older brother because he's a baby. You know what I'm saying? So she may be more apt to playing with him. And that's probably why his mentality was more so on, I'll watch this girl shit. Because he probably watch it with his sister. And I'm not there with him and his sister. But when he's here, I make sure that he knows, no, that's for girls. You're a boy.
Yeah.
Boys don't watch that. Boys don't play with that. Period. Nigga, we gonna buy guns. Like you said, we gonna go buy you some guns, okay?
Shit. I was not buying no more guns. I think I overdid it with the first one, boy. That nigga used to scare the shit out of me, boy. I'm talking about scare the shit out of me. Lord, my friends used to come over and like he would go to bed and then like go past the room to go to the bathroom and like kind of, you know, you can see the light from, you know, to see inside the room. It's like, do you know your son got all these guns just under his pillow and he just sleep? I'm like, yeah, he do that every night. He take every last gun that he has and puts them under the pillow, and he goes to sleep. He did this until he was like 3 or 4 years old, and I would keep buying guns. He had every fucking gun that you could think of. Anytime we went to the store, he was like, yeah, I want that one. I want that. And I'm buying it. I'm just buying it. I'm like, yeah, he's a boy. Yeah, give it to him. He's a boy. He's a boy. But then when this nigga over here acting like he about to kill me, I'm like, wait a minute, why do you feel like you need to sleep with like 20 guns under your pillow, son? Like, you can't even get comfortable. I mean, the pillow got cushion, but the guns, I think one of the butt of the gun should be poking you on the side of the head or something. This nigga waking up with the clip print on the side of his face. Nigga, it's time to go to school. Get these fucking guns up. And put them in the toy box. I'm sick of this shit. I had to stop because I started getting too scared. I stopped. I threw all of the guns away and I act like something happened and we couldn't get them back. And I just left it at that because I thought that my child was going to be a serial killer. I really believed it.
Oh my God, Tasha, you're fucking hilarious. Oh my God.
That's real life shit right there. That nigga had me worried for a minute. I'm like, I don't know. I was Googling that shit. Like, what does it mean when your child has an infatuation with guns and he sleeps with them under the pillow? Like, what does that mean? Like, do I need to get him therapy? I don't know. Somebody got to tell me. I don't know. But yeah, he good now, though. He good now. Even though I do want to take him to the gun range, but I don't want to spark that flame again. I don't want that nigga thinking he got to go put the guns under his blanket again now.
Oh, my God. You are so... Jesus, I swear, Tasha, you are.
That's real shit. Al, you understand? This is real. This is my life. I'm so serious.
My nigga said he was waking up with the clip print on his face.
I'm so serious. He had the one big gun, the one that got the little circle thing.
Yeah.
Man, please. I'm like, this dude is tripping.
Oh my God.
I'm like, yeah, we gonna go ahead. He had a huge toy box, and the majority of that shit, he used to love fire trucks and guns. That was it. That was everything in his toy box was fire truck, gun, and Spider-Man. So it was a wrap.
Taylor Gang, what's up, bro? Nice to see you.
Man.
That's funny as fuck, though. You said that nigga woke up with the clip print on his face. That shit was hilarious.
I don't know how it was comfy, but the clip apparently got some memory foam in this shit. Yeah, going to school like, Miss Williams, we noticed there was some type of gun print on his face. Did you want to explain that? Yeah, he sleeps with guns, ma'am. I'm sorry to inform you, but my child likes to sleep with guns every night. No, I don't want to do any therapy right now. We're just trying to get through this, ma'am. Thank you for your concern.
Oh my God. Tasha, you are fucking hilarious. Oh my God.
That shit's crazy.
So, all right, so there was another discussion. It just seemed to be a lot of black love discussions going on this week. It was like, do men ruin good women? Did you see that post?
Damage men. They said men damage women for so long, and then when they want to get in a relationship, they want an undamaged woman.
No, not that post. But I seen
not that one.
I seen that post too, and I don't agree with that, because most men, I feel like, because like I know for a fact that majority of the women that I'm going to meet, first off, I know that nobody is perfect. That's first and foremost. Nobody's perfect. So I already know whoever I meet, you're going to have some issues. Flat out. I got some issues. You feel me? Nobody's perfect. So there's no way that I'm going into any relationship thinking that she ain't got no problem. She ain't got no issue. Right. I know you have some issues. I know you probably have some problems. But if we're going to be together, let's talk this shit out. If it's something that you feel as though it's something that's going to cause any type of issues in the relationship, let's talk this shit out. Let's, like you said, let's communicate first. What is the problem? What's going on? What is it that, can I help you with it? Is it, what is it? So, yeah. But no, the one that I had was on Big Homie House, and it was just basically that: do men ruin good women? And Carlos from 85 South shows
Fuck boys, yeah.
And of course the women are like, yes. The women are like, yeah.
So they said any man? They said men just fuck up women.
No, damage. Well, let me find it.
Because I like the one that Terry Darion posted when he was like, he showed the clip about how fuck boys ruin good women.
Yeah, I seen that.
I thought that was some real shit right there. I'm like, yeah, I can see that, but I'm not gonna assume that all men is just out here damaging women. No.
It was more so. It was basically they were saying like same thing that was saying in the Black Love fucking movie. Hurt people somewhat, and it was basically saying that it was basically saying, do men ruin good women by doing women dirty? And women, of course, said yes, because not both of them. One woman said yes, one woman was like no. And I understand both of where they both coming from. But Carlos, probably like most men, he said no. And the reason he said that, and I feel the same way he feels, is that I will never give nobody enough power to make me do some shit that I don't want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you might have hurt my feelings or you might have hurt me, but I'm not gonna take what you did to me out on the next person. The next person is not you. The next person could be fucking awesome, totally better than you. I'm going into that with a clean slate. I'm not going into that with the last bitch I was with, she was on some bullshit. She was cheating on me. So this hoe, she probably a cheater too.
Sometimes that shit come out for real, and niggas don't even realize it. Like, a motherfucker can be super fucking insecure and they want to act like they're not, but yet everything that I do that surrounds anything with another man, you have a problem with. So if you don't acknowledge your own shit, then there's no way that it can be fixed. I think that's something else right there. Because I don't believe that men think that they have these underlying issues that they hold on to. And although you went on to another woman and you're giving her the benefit of the doubt, in the back of your mind, subliminally, your actions show otherwise. It's going to always show what the fuck your worst fear is. And to see that shit in person is so fucking crazy, because you looking at the woman like, wait a minute, nigga, but you over here telling me I need to not be insecure and this and that, but yet you over here checking my activity on Instagram and saw that I double tapped this dude, or you over here counting how many motherfucking times this one man liked my post for the day. I don't even know this nigga.
Well, that is.
But yet you worrying about that.
That is definitely insecurity, and I would say that insecurity. I would say you can definitely have individuals who are just off the top insecure. Like, they just off the rip, don't trust the bitch, don't trust the nigga, but you know what I'm saying, nothing that you can do to make them trust you for real. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't nothing that you can do about it.
Like, they're just insecure. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But in my opinion, there's also, you have people who come into the game and they're insecure, but you also have individuals who come into the relationship and who are not insecure, but the actions of the other individual may make them insecure. So when I say that, I'm meaning, like, when you do untrustworthy things, you know what I'm saying? If you say you're going to do something and you don't do it, you know what I mean? That, in my opinion, I'm a man of my word. So if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. If you tell me you're going to be somewhere at this time and you're not there at that time, okay, maybe the first time might not have an issue with that. But if it becomes a consistent thing, if it becomes a thing where I'm always calling you, never answering the phone, or I'm always texting you, ain't never texting back, then you're giving me a reason to feel like you're doing something you don't have no business doing. So I'm saying that to say that, I've never dealt with anybody, a woman, who was so insecure with me. And that's probably because of how I was raised. You know what I'm saying? I'm a very consistent person. You know what I mean? So, yeah, trust is definitely a big thing. But I'm a consistent person. And in my opinion, consistency shows a lot.
Mm-hmm.
When you start being inconsistent is when things start coming up, in my opinion, to me. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what inconsistency, just in my opinion, just shows something ain't right. You know what I'm saying? If you've been consistent doing something for however long, shit.
Oh, definitely.
Years, whatever. And you just all of a sudden stop doing that and start changing
the red flag. Definitely.
Then you're going to give a person a reason to feel insecure. You're going to give a person a reason to be like, well, hell, damn, what is you doing? Like, even though you may feel like, damn, you being insecure. Well, if you're giving me a reason to be insecure. So I think a lot of times our communication as Black people is fucked up, in my opinion. Like,
oh, number one. In
relationships, we really don't know how to talk to each other. You know what I'm saying? You see, like I said, I've seen people argue, and it seems like they trying to take each other's head off. They trying to make each other cry. In so many words. Like, I'm gonna try to say the most hurtful shit I possibly can. And it's like, yo, what are we arguing about again? Like, why are we trying to hurt each other's feelings and make each other feel bad when this is just a disagreement? You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
So let's get to the bottom of the disagreement, see why we're disagreeing, and see if we can come to a conclusion, a resolution.
That's the thing. Indeed. But you got to get past the anger first, too. And a lot of people have the situation where they feel like they have to talk about it right now in that moment. Okay. Well, guess what? In this moment, I'm upset. So whatever the fuck I say right now is going to come off real spicy. So I may use words and cuss words that may piss you off because I'm acting with emotion right now. So if you're not willing to give me the time to come back and address this situation, then you're going to accept what the fuck I give you right now. And that's pretty much what it is. And I don't like when men do that shit. It's like, well, no, I want to talk about it right now. That's what I want to talk about it right now. And it's like, okay, well, let's talk about it then, motherfucker. I said this, you did this, motherfucker, and I ain't having it. But had you waited 2 hours or whatever to let me calm the fuck down, I could be like, dude, okay, I see what you're saying, but this is where I'm coming from. I can talk a lot better when I think some shit through rather than you trying to force me within my emotion. I'm not strong enough to fight my emotions when I'm feeling that shit at that time. Unless you paying me for it, shit. I can't even say if you paying me for it, because I fight a bitch at work. I don't give a fuck. When you take me there, I'm going there. So it's like, you have to be able to say, okay, let me give her a minute to cool off and digest and get her thoughts together, and so we can have a rational ass conversation. You can't force no shit just because that's what you on right now. If you're in a relationship, we got to compromise. So this is my thing. This is where I'm coming in at. If we arguing or having a disagreement, I need you to give me some time. If that's a problem for you, this is not going to fucking work, because we will be arguing. We're going to argue. If that's what you want, we're going to argue. But my thing is, if we know all of this, okay, put yourself in a situation you're dating right now. What are questions that you would ask in the dating stages? Okay, first date. What questions do you think would be good to ask to kind of cut all the bullshit?
I already said one question I would probably ask is, how long are your parents still together? How long have your parents been together?
Definitely.
I would ask questions probably like, you know, where do you see yourself in 5 years? You know, do you have a 5-year plan? You know, you have any goal? You know, what are your goals, ambitions? You know, what's your favorite position? No, just that one is slide out. But no, but I mean,
if the conversation get there, I wouldn't be mad at it. But it's just like, it has to get there first. Don't just throw that in there like, oh, here we go with this bullshit. Let me get the fuck up out of here. You know what, nigga? I'm out. Don't worry about it. I pay for my own fucking food. I see what you on already. Hear your shit. Bye. I'm gone. I ain't got time for it.
That's how you be doing it. No, but
I cut the scissors stay on my motherfucking my keychain. No, the scissors come out like, you know what? I'm out.
Don't hold your scissors like us. Just carry the bitches around.
Yeah. No, I don't gotta hold them like that, cause I got them on the little keychain that pull out. You can pull it out on the string and it go back to your waist. Yep, I got that. You get one of them bitches and I'm good to go. But I definitely think that the question that I would ask is, how do you deal with disagreements? How do you...
That's a good question.
Like, I don't know. What do you feel like you need in a mate? What type of relationship are you looking for? Because the motherfucker may not be looking for a long term and you thinking long term, but they're not. I want to know that up front. I don't have time to waste at this point in my life. So we need to go ahead and cut the corners. I gotta ask some tough questions. I want to be able to get to the root of some shit by the end of the week, nigga. That's I want to have my evaluation like, well, he was struggling in this area, but we making work on this. So I'll give him another 2-week probation period, and I'll make my final decision at that point. That's what I will do. But I want to cut through the rope. I'm tired of wasting fucking months and years at a time with a motherfucker just because you didn't ask those questions. And I don't want a motherfucker that's going to sit here and tell me everything I want to hear just so that he can get what he want. And now I got to deal with your dumb ass later on with your bullshit. No, I'm not doing that. Not at all.
Yeah, cutting through the fat in the early stages is definitely needed nowadays. But like you said, I mean, that's a good question. How you deal with conflict, and I'm gonna keep it. I that may be a man thing, and that's something that I'm learning to be more understanding with. Is the whole, because I'm gonna tell you what it is with men, and this is why we push for the argument when you guys are saying no, or when you guys are saying I just want to listen. I don't want to talk about it, because for us it's like you are stopping the conversation. It's like it's like, I ain't gonna say it's like you don't care, but it's like it's like you're being a man. It's like you're bossing me around. It's like you're saying, I don't want to talk about this no more, and walking away. And it's like, wait a minute, I want to still talk about it. I'm the man. So that's how we feel when women do that or say those type of things. We feel like, what you mean? Like, nah, you don't talk about this shit right now because you talk, you know what I mean? But like you stated, if we do let a woman go and blow off and cool down because she may be upset or emotional or whatever the case may be, when you guys do come back, I can say that from my experience, a lot of times niggas be right. They be like, you was right.
But that's the thing. You have to give them time to think it through. You cannot expect me to just be there just because you're there. I haven't caught up with you yet. I have to digest that first. Because right now it don't seem right to me. But you may be right, and I don't want to say you ain't right without me thinking about it first. Let me get back to you. But I mean, you can definitely say everything that you have to say, and I'm gonna be like, you know what? I hear you. I'm gonna get back to you though, because right now I don't have the words. I don't have the words for you right now. You're gonna have to give me a second. Right. Or I'm going to say it in a way that's going to make it a bigger problem, and that's not what I want to do.
Well, no, like you said, that's definitely something that you would want to speak about before you got into a relationship. How do we deal with conflicts? And you would let the nigga know, like, look, I'm not much for arguing, all that, I like to, if we get into it or if we start arguing, I'll probably just let you say what you got to say, and I'm going to walk away and I'm going to digest this shit, because I don't like to argue like that. I don't like to argue without thinking first. So I don't like to argue without having my train of thoughts in order. In the beginning, if you say that shit to a nigga in the beginning when y'all just dating, I'm quite sure along down the line, if that shit happens, he'll be more conscious of it.
Right.
He would probably even be able to say it like, yo, give me some time to chill. And he'll be like, all right, I got you. Cool. Just call me when you then let it go.
And it's not even to say that everything can't be discussed in that moment. It's just that if you have created this conversation and you can see or notice that I'm getting there, I'm getting emotional. So I'm getting pissed off over here, nigga, and I'm not sure why yet. I don't know if it's because of you. I don't know if it's because of me. But I need a minute But, you know, it ain't gonna be like that for every situation. I can have a rational man with a disagreement and, you know, and we can talk about it. But if it's something that actually touched my core and I just need more time with it, you got to give me my time. You have to give me my time, because my goal is not to push you away. I want to figure out, how can I respond to you without making it a problem, or how can I fix it before I get back to you, so that, you know, you can know that I've thought about this. And it's like, okay, this is what I'm willing to do now going forward. I heard you. This is where I'm at with it now. This is how I felt, X, Y, Z. This is where we, you know, either accept it or not. But again, I got to think it through. I got to think it through.
Yeah, I could definitely say, because I know I've been in a couple of, like I say, I've gotten into it, and she, you know, young lady will be like, well, just give me some time. I don't want to argue about this right now. And I'd be mad at a motherfucker. I swear, I'd be on 10. I'd be like, what?
But that's it. But you want to argue, though. And that's not the best time, though. You're on 10. No. So now I'm going to match your 10, and now we're on 20. But why we got to be on 20 trying to talk?
A lot of times, in my opinion, it's not that a man wants to argue. A man wants to get his point across and wants to know that you got it. And a lot of times we don't, at least in my experience, I don't get that. Like, I don't get the fact that you got it. Like, do you understand what the fuck I'm saying? Do you understand what the situation is? Because if you like, I just need to think about it. You know, so you don't understand? Like, what else do I need? You know what I'm saying? Like, for men, we want to make sure you got it before you even go off thinking. Okay? Because
right.
If you go off thinking and you don't got it, then you're going to come back with some bullshit. And I'm going to be like, what the fuck? That's not even what I was talking about. You know what I'm saying?
But now you're not on 10, though. That's the difference. That may not have been what you're talking about, but that's what she received. So now that we're both having a rational-minded conversation, I can now bring back what I received to you, and you can now be like, no, that's not even what I was saying. This is what I was saying. Oh, I get it now. My fault. I was tripping. To me, it's super simple, but people make the simplest shit so fucking hard. It's really not.
It sounds simple, but the fact of the matter is, it's human nature. It's a man's nature. In my opinion, I feel like, you know, from the men that I've been around growing up, like, men, we want to get our point across. That's all we want to do. Now, if you want, and that's it. We just want to get our point. It's not about being right or wrong. It's just about you understanding where I'm coming from. If you can say, I understand what you're saying. You may not agree with it, you may not like it, but if you can just, because there's a lot of shit that I don't like and that I still understand and agree and be like, all right, babe, all right, it's all right. Yeah, I don't understand it, I don't like it, but if that's what you want to do, sweetie, go ahead and do it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And we have the same somewhat understanding of, okay, I hear you, I get it. A lot of times I feel like in relationships, in just debate, because once again, it goes back to communication. If you don't know how to communicate, then a conversation may seem like an attack. You know what I mean? Like, oh, he's attacking me. He's trying to say, I just want to have a conversation with you. I'm just trying to get the bottom of a situation or issue. And then it may become something because of the way that you take it. And I didn't want you to take it that way. That's not how I was trying to.
And then, like I said, women are a lot more sensitive. And like you said, you can say it in a way, because you're pissed. You may say it in a way that she just didn't like. That bad that she got while you said it was just hurtful to her. They super sensitive. So it's like, you really got to take that into account. And know that you may have, crossed the line right there. You just got to kind of, I'm not a type of person, I'm direct as fuck. So I can appreciate somebody who talks with emotion, because I know that when I'm emotional, I go there. So it's like, if you can hear me within my emotion and just take the words that I'm saying rather than the emotion, we can talk. Right. But the majority of people can't do that because they're so busy worrying about you yelling. I'm yelling because I'm pissed the fuck off, but what I'm saying is fucking true. Everything I'm saying is true. You just don't like how I'm saying it. So that, that's fine. Some people can accept it. Some people can't. But it's like, I talk to a lot of guys and they'll be like, well, damn, why you got to say it like that? What did I say? I didn't even say nothing. Like, I didn't yell. I didn't say shit. Like, I'm just telling you. You ain't had to say it like that. What? Okay, nigga, fuck it. I ain't gonna say nothing then. Damn, what the fuck? fuck? Do I gotta send you a fucking letter and a card to go with the shit with the rose to make you feel good about the words that come out my goddamn mouth? No. I'm an emotional motherfucking person. And if the emotion is behind what the fuck I'm saying, you're going to get every piece of it. I just need you to hear it. That's it. I don't need you to like it or how it was said to you. Just hear what I said and take that shit in. It's real simple. I have no problem with it. Nigga, I've been a basketball player. My coach yell at me with direction all the time. This is what I'm used to. Like, I need a motherfucker that's like, nigga, did you just hear what the fuck I said? Oh, yeah, I heard you. Okay, I got it. Thanks. Got it. Sometimes motherfuckers need that, but everybody can't handle that.
No, everybody can't handle it. And you know what? And that's something that I'm learning as well, because I'm the same way. I'm straightforward. My mother's straight. You know what I'm saying? I get it from my mom. Like she ain't gonna sugarcoat shit.
No sugarcoating. Yeah. Just tell you what it is.
I'll tell you exactly what it is. If you don't like it, so be it, nigga. It's the truth. And
that's how you feel. That's how you took it. That's not my problem.
Truth. I it's not really much I can say when it's the truth. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, let me keep it moving. But once again, going back to communication with, with other women, that's something that I'm probably going to try to work on. You know what I'm saying? Because some women are just, like you say, are just sensitive as fuck. And you telling them the truth, it's like, when you give it to them raw, they're not gonna take it. It's like you attacking them. You got to sugarcoat the shit, make it, and not sugarcoat it, but give it to him. I guess basically just
raw,
or just talking a more lesser tone, sweeter tone.
But what is a lesser tone though? That's my thing. What is a lesser tone? And I believe that's the reason why I don't have many female friends, because they cannot take my directness. It's like, bitch, I'm telling you what the fuck it is, and you just don't want to hear it. That's the problem. Like, but I'm being a friend to you right now and just letting you know the facts. And you just mad because you don't like the tone of my voice right now. That's stupid to me. Like, so what I said was wrong? Is that what you're saying? No, it wasn't. It was right, but my tone was off. Okay, I can't deal with you, bitch, because you need too much sugar. You need too much sugar, bitch, and I'm diabetic. I am diabetic, bitch. Okay? None of that over here. None of that over here.
Yeah, I'm literally like, yo, I'm just, because it's something that honestly, shit, I'm 41 fucking years old. It's really something that is hard, that I'm not trying to change, just trying to get better, just a little softer with. Because I'm telling you, it's just a lot of things that people come at me with that I feel like are excuses.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And when I tell them that shit, they get mad. You know what I mean? Because I be like, that's an excuse. You can do what the fuck you want to do. You just don't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? You come up with excuses.
But sometimes the truth is very hurtful. Like, right. Period. You just don't want to hear it. Oh yeah.
What you mean excuses? Excuses. You procrastinate. You're a procrastinator. You just make up excuses on why you don't want to do something or why you don't want to, be successful or whatever the case may be. I ain't got time for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Period. Like, no. The straightforwardness is what's going to get you where you need to be. The niggas who sugarcoating this shit for you, I'm not going to say they don't care about you, but they don't care about you as much as me. As much as the nigga giving it.
And sugarcoat to me means that you manipulate in the situation. Like, why do you want somebody that has to manipulate you just to receive some information? So what, I got to buy you a Birkin bag and then give you the news with it? The bad news? Like, here, bitch. You may be sick today, but here's a Birkin bag. I don't know how do you want to receive it? How do I put more sugar on it for you to digest it? I don't know what that takes. And like, at the end of the day, it's an issue that she has. So, like, how do you get beyond that? That's going to always be an issue. And it's like, if the truth really hurts your feelings that much, how the fuck do we get you to accept truth then? So I got to lie to you just to make you feel good. That's what you prefer.
The truth.
But then I'll be a fucked up ass nigga if I sit here and lie to you all the time just so you can be happy with some shit.
And me lying to you all the time, that ain't making you a better person. That's making you.
It's not. It's letting you can keep on living that delusion, that same fucking dream that you think you live in. No. Wake up.
The truth shall set you free. God damn it.
Man, they don't want to be set free. That's the problem. I think some people really do like just being miserable. I think some people really like drama. Some people like that shit. And it's like, okay, you can like it, but I don't. Nigga, I want a stress-free ass relationship. I don't want no drama. I want a motherfucker that's willing to do the work. It's a job. Like, this shit is going to be, it's a job. You have to put in the fucking work and have to understand that, shit. If this person is not working right with you, but you love this motherfucker enough, what are you willing to do to help them? Are they willing to help themselves? They got to come together. It has to come together because otherwise it won't work.
Well, that, and then going back to the movie Black Love Blueprint. At the end of the movie, when old boy married old girl.
Oh, I cried again. I love that one. They was both speaking though. Them both of them was speaking. I was like, shoo! Yes, that's what I need right there. That's what I'm looking for.
That was super dope how he laid the whole shit out and everything. But
dope.
The ending was the dopest to me because, like he said, what made him, even though he had already had a plan, but really when he seen like, yo, this is my wife, is when she told that nigga, like, nigga, like, you're not doing what, like, I see more in you. You know what I'm saying? I see you being more. She pushed him. And women, I have yet to come across one. And I know I'm not doing everything I need to be doing. I'm just saying, like, I know my shit look good and I'm definitely, jugging and moving, but having that person who can see your potential and see that you're not living up to your potential. You need to be doing more. I need that from you. Telling a man that, do you know how fucking powerful that is?
Man.
That nigga was
and you keep praying over that man. She made sure, like, she doing the work. Like, no, you are greater than this, king. Right. It's time for you to go ahead and show up and show out. And what happens though? This dude marries her, a month later quits his job and has not worked since. Because he's walking in his purpose. And it took his woman to push him to that place. And that's the benefit of a good woman right there. And it's like, without her, would he have done that?
Probably not. But did you see Boyce Watkins? And I don't know, he might have seen some shit because I tagged him in the post and I watched the movie. You see I've been putting up clips. He put up a clip today talking about a black woman can increase your bank account. This is literally what the post said. A black woman can increase your bank account. And of course, a
hustle type. He was black woman.
Right.
Yeah.
Going to go into the what up, Rod? KOG Rod in the building.
Roddy Rod.
I don't know if you can call in, Rod. I don't know if 3 people can be on the phone.
Mr. Nick. Come on, join in.
I don't know if he can. But if he call in or whatever, I don't know.
Yeah, see what happened.
But what was you? I've lost yelling at that nigga. I didn't lost my train of thought again.
Oh Lord, what was you talking? Look, I done lost it for you. Shit.
Okay. What was I talking about, y'all? I forgot.
You said
couple at the end of the movie.
Oh, you said Dr. Boyce had made a post today about.
Yeah, he had posted I didn't see what he actually said, but I just seen that it said, marrying a black woman can increase your bank account.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
And like you say, a hustling black woman. But I agree with that. And it's kind of going back to the movie, how he was saying how other nationalities and other cultures look at their family as a business, as an empire, as like it is looked at. That's how your fucking family's supposed to be looked at. Like, this is my empire. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You guys you're the king. I'm the king. She's the queen. That's the princess. That's the prince. We are. Yep. You know what I'm saying? And this is our family's our foundation. This is what we're going to build off of. That's why when you see these other cultures come over to our country, they whole family be working in the motherfucking store.
Yep.
Okay? Whole family.
The babies in that boy working. The babies.
Learning how to do the register and all that shit.
Yes.
For what? So they can go ahead and have their own motherfucking business and run their own shit and have their children doing the same exact fucking thing. Generational wealth. It's a generation. We have to start having a generational mentality. We have to start looking at our significant others and our families as businesses, because that's really what they are. Now we can, if we want to be a fucking slave business where we just all get up and go to work and slave for somebody every fucking day, then that's fine. We can do that. But I'm not going to do that. That's not what I want my children to be doing. You know what I'm saying? And that's not what I want their children to be doing. So therefore, we have to start thinking about this shit as a business. And I can say, going into it, because I listen to Brother Polite too, because he in a polyamorous relationship. He got like 4 or 5 wives or whatever.
Oh, you serious? I mean, I saw the one that he had took for his birthday, and like they went to Jamaica or something, little light skinned chick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
he got 4 wives. You say
4 or 5? Yeah, he got 4 or 5 wives.
Get the fuck out of here.
4 or 5. He either got 4 or 5 wives. They each got a house, so either 4 or 5.
Yeah.
They have businesses. I know one of them has like a bookstore. Another one has like books that, one of them has the bookstore. The other one writes the fucking books. You hear me?
Yeah.
Like you see how they doing this shit?
But that's all under the Nation of Islam. That's how Muslim men move. As long as you can afford a house for another woman, you are able to have as many wives as you want to have. I work with a dude who did that. Shout out to Ed, that's my guy. But I mean, he already had a wife, I want to say, and then pulled 2 more while he was at work. But they have a shop. They all work together. I mean, the one girl stayed like around the corner from me, and I happened to see him one day, and he got the kid. He had one of his daughters with him, and he like, yeah, I got the other kids over there with her, and they gotta, they gonna open the shop today, and they all work there. They work together, and they have a great relationship. I mean, there is no beef, no nothing. But that stands because this man has provided all of this for them. Everybody has their own space that he has provided for them. So at that point, he probably does have the right. If you buy me all of this shit, and all I have to do is just sow into the family as a unit. I mean, that's a nice hustle move. I ain't mad at it. Again, this bitch get a day off. You ain't got to be obligated to doing all that shit that you don't want to do at all times. Like, you got another bitch, go call Erica. I'm tired. Erica, I'm about to send an Uber, okay? I'm about to send an Uber. Because, not today. Not today, bitch. Give me a day off. Thank you. I'm about to put my PTO in. I got my PTO built up.
Silly. But, like you stated, I mean, that's it. And, I mean, we are so westernized that our whole mentality is one husband, one wife, under God, indivisible, all that good stuff. Matt, what up, bruh? All that good stuff. So our mentality is monogamous, when
exactly
actually the most beneficial thing for us to do, and the things that we were doing in Africa was having multiple wives, because that builds generational wealth. Period. The more people you got working for you, the more money you're going to make. The more businesses you can have people running, the more money you're going to make. And if we all family, then the fuck, that money is all coming back to you. So you're basically working for yourself. That's it. All we're doing is building wealth. That's it. And
indeed.
And like you said, I'm going to have to start shooting my shot. Like you said, I'm about to get out here.
Why not? These hoes do everything else. Why not? Why not? You got bitches doing threesomes just because she want to keep a dude, like, and she don't even want to. Like, so why not just ask the question? It's crazy. It's crazy. I feel like it's as simple as you asking the question. As soon as you ask the question, if you ask it the right way and sell that shit, you got her. You got her. Make that shit make sense to me. I know 2 + 2 is 4. If you can make that shit add up, I may ride with you.
I think I'm gonna try to make this shit add up. I ain't playing with you.
What is that one dude? I can't even think. It's a dude on YouTube who this nigga got a plethora of wives. I don't even know, like they in Jamaica or somewhere, some island. Okay. But the way I found him was through some video that went viral of his two wives fighting. Like they had some kind of argument the night before. So he was like, nah, y'all motherfuckers keep on going at each other. Y'all at it every day, arguing and this shit. We got to live together. We got to work together, da, 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 da. So he had them on the beach, beating each other ass. I'm talking about going at it. And he was saying, like, you know, these are the rules, you know, you don't do this, you don't do that. And he'd come in, stop the fight, tell them to break it up. And then, all right, y'all go again. Go ahead. Like, I mean, and these hoes were going at it. Dang. So I'm thinking about, like, but I believe they all stay in the same house. So if you always stand in the same house, number one, they're female. So at some point, nigga, we gonna bump heads at some point. That's gonna be something. The female ain't never consistent in regards to her moves are in a day. And bitch, this is just not the day. So yeah, you gonna get it. But like it could be a good thing, it could be a bad thing. But I feel like the man is the sole he's gonna be the person who gotta orchestrate everything. You gotta be a great puppet master. You gotta be the one who takes control and creates that stress-free environment. It shouldn't even be no fighting. Why the fuck are we fighting at all? Right. I thought we came in here with an understanding that this is for us. You know, this ain't just something that I'm trying to benefit off of. This is for all of us. Like, come on, we got to get there. I wish I remember that dude's name. But, I mean, them hoes went at it. I'm going to send you the fucking link if I can find it.
And in my opinion, well, I don't know. Because, depending on how much she had worked, you know, depending on how long they've been together, how much she didn't put into the company and stuff. But,
I think she was new. She was a new one. Oh, maybe. And I think that one of the older ones was just not feeling her. And so, like, and she was just causing all type of confusion.
But that's one thing Brother Polite was talking about. He was like, everybody has to agree. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has to agree on the next wife. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't just bring home randoms and be like, all right, she my new wife. He don't do that because that would fuck up the dynamic of what they got going on. That sounds like what he did. Samal found the bitch on the beach and was like, yeah, this is my new wife. She gonna be staying upstairs on the third floor. Like,
I bought that bitch an air mattress today. She gonna be on the floor in the front room for about a week until I get her room together.
They was like, no, she not.
Not this bitch. I will stab that bitch air mattress out, bitch. You on the floor. Get you a pallet. Get you a pallet. I am not cooking that bitch no eggs. Who are you, bitch? No. I'll make Veronica's eggs, though. Veronica, you good. I'll get your eggs, but not this new bitch. No, I don't know her.
You are fucking hilarious, Tasha. Oh, my God.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
That's crazy as hell.
Oh, man. That's wild, though. I'm going to have to look that up, though. But, yeah.
I will shoot you that link, because that shit, he got some stories, and he actually documents his life. Oh, so he has several videos of him, you know, and them doing whatever they do. But I just locked in on that. When I'm like, does he really got these hoes out here fighting like this? Are you serious? Like he is like Don King, and he like, yeah, you better get to your corner. You get to your corner. You bet ain't gonna be no scratching. Don't be pulling nobody's hair. Straight jabs and body shots. Straight jabs and body shots. Are we clear? Are we clear? This how he talking to them.
Oh shit.
And they over here like, yes, daddy. Yes. And it was weird as hell. It was weird as hell to me. It was super weird.
I'm about to find that shit. She said, yes, daddy. Beat this bitch ass. Let me go.
That's funny. Them hoes about to kill each other.
Oh, man. Well, this has been a Black Love episode for real.
Man.
Posted up on the page.
Well, it was, you know, for Valentine's Day. Why not? Why not? Why? You need to go ahead and bring that Black Love in. Did you see the post they had on Instagram where they were showing all the black couples And they kept throwing in Lori Harvey and all her exes.
No,
I was cracking up. It was like 30 pictures of like the best black couples in America. And like every other picture was a picture of Lori Harvey and whatever dude she was with. So he had Michael B. Jordan, Puff Daddy, they had Future, they had every dude that she has dated. If they had 30, she was in 15.
Wow.
I was like, dang, this is hilarious.
They need to leave Lori alone. You know they said all that. They said all this Michael B. Jordan and Lori Harvey shit is a publicity.
I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. Why not? I mean, she gets talked about, you get talked about. She learned from the best. Her mama is a professional. Her mama done showed her the game. She know exactly what the fuck she doing.
Well,
that girl living her life.
I thought I just seen Steve Harvey doing some shit, though. I seen a post with him hugged up on some chick that ran up and hugged him and shit, kissed him and shit. You ain't see that shit?
That was his wife. That's his wife.
Oh, that was his wife?
Yeah. That's Lori's mother.
Are you talking about the same thing that I seen?
When she had that snowsuit on with that big old, like a big old orange or red snowsuit, and she saw him and like, oh my God. Yeah, that's her mom.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Damn, she little.
Yep, that sure is her. That's something like she have learned from the best of the best. So she knows exactly what she is doing.
Well, but I'm thinking, why would Michael B. Jordan need publicity stunt? When that nigga was just in the movie, wasn't he? Like that nigga stay in movies.
As long as somebody talking about you, I guess. You know, they say any publicity is good. So just keeping your name in the light. Do he got any movies coming out right now? Maybe not. Maybe the pandemic got the movie roll slowing down, perhaps. I don't know. Maybe he thought he was going to come out and then somebody was going to create another Love Jones based just off of their love story. I don't know. But, I mean, shit. It's Hollywood, so you definitely can think that it's going to be some type of publicity stunt. I definitely think that. But we will find out. How old is Michael B. Jordan, I wonder?
I thought he was like, I don't know, like 30-something, I would think. Another nigga ain't 40.
He ain't 40. He like nowhere near close to it?
I'm about to
like 35, 30.
He probably
less than 30.
35. That nigga is 34.
34. Wow.
Yep. So.
Yeah. So I mean, like I said, he ain't really, and you never even seen Michael B. Jordan out with nobody. So what if he trying to cover up some gay headline that been coming out about him, and maybe he just trying to use her just to make people stop thinking he gay because he ain't never came out with nobody. You ain't never seen him in a relationship. Who you seen him in a relationship with?
All right. From what I understand, though, the reason that they're doing it is because he dates white girls.
Oh, does he? I have never seen him with nobody.
Yeah, they say he had
or maybe because they white, I have never, maybe that's why. But yeah, I've never noticed him in a relationship. So I thought, maybe that's it.
I thought he had a little sugar to take. Never know.
You never know. You never know.
All right, well, I guess we can wrap this one up. Man,
Ouch.
We be going, man. Instagram be showing love. We let a nigga rock. Let a nigga rock. Good. All right, where can they get you at?
Per usual, hit that nice little tag up there that says Queen Marie _CLE.
Oh.
What we get? You on the Smartalecs today? But you have several. Go on and give them the rundown.
Yes, well, we're going to go with the Black Dollar Society. That's the clothing page. You go there, check out some new apparel. You said you need a shirt too, right? A Smartalecs shirt.
I wanted a hoodie. You said you didn't have a black one, so I wanted the gray one with the glitter, with the black glitter.
No, I said I didn't have the gray one. Because you said you wanted a large, right?
I wanted the black one initially. I thought you didn't have that.
No, you wanted the black and gray. I got the black, but I don't have gray.
Oh, okay. Ooh, what about black on black?
I thought you called me about another hoodie though that you wanted the Smartalecs or something else on. And I'm gonna get it though. I got some vinyl and some paper coming in tomorrow. So I'm gonna get to them this week. So I'll be able to knock them out this week. So I'll keep you posted on that. But yeah, follow Black Dollar Society. as well as, of course, the Smartalecs Podcast. This is where I'll be at. If y'all want to send some news, some videos, whatever, anything, if it's some news, if it's newsworthy, if it's worthy of posting, I will post it and I will tag you in it, of course. But yeah, make sure you guys check us out. We're going to be here. Hoodie shortage? No, I got some.
You said it's a hoodie shortage? Where you gonna get yours from?
I ain't got no hoodie shortage. I got all black hoodies. I don't got no gray ones. I'll have to order some gray ones.
What about that black lettering though? What if I do the black lettering?
I can do any color lettering you want at this time, but I'll show you what I'm talking about on the lettering side, because I actually got some heat transfer paper, so I could just basically draw whatever and put it on the shirt. So
okay.
I got that because we're gonna do some exclusive hoodies next month. So it's probably gonna be some artwork on it. You know what I mean? So that's what
stay tuned.
Yeah, that's what we got planned for next month. Some exclusive shit. Shit, Mill's been slow. Shit, I fuck with SNS, man. SNS been keeping me good, bro. So you might want to check them out. SNS Activewear. That's where I get my my wholesale shit from. So, and they've been keeping the hoodies though for sure. So you might want to check that out. But yeah, other than that, you go make sure you check out the Meme Queen, because she always posting some shit hilarious.
Man, all day. I'm budgeting my time now. My phone is unavailable between the hours of 8:30 to 1. I am allowed to entertain social media between 1 and 2 p.m. on my lunch break, and then after 5. I'm trying to be a structured person now.
Okay. Trying to get
trying to be structured.
Yeah, because I'll be on the phone. I'll be on my phone. I'll be on the phone on my phone. Like, yeah, so what else? So what else do you need, sir?
Man.
Hold on 1 second, sir.
Seriously. And I be trying to finish a post and shit. Like, hold on, I'm trying to finish. Ma'am, no, I heard you. Just give me one. I'm over here just making messages and shit. I'm like, let me stop doing this before I lose my goddamn job, Lord. Because I'm ignoring all these motherfuckers. I don't know what the hell you just said. So, ma'am, I'm sorry. We broke up. Can you repeat that again?
Look, they hate. Listen, I put them on hold. Okay?
Man.
Yeah, they structured pretty good on SNS. I've been in TSC, though. I don't know about Jiffy, but I fuck with TSC. But yeah, SNS Activewear, man, they keep some hoodies. They got some nice prices and some nice clearance stuff. I think I might get into some maybe some jogging outfits soon too. So I'll keep you posted about that though. Let you know.
Indeed.
Because I know you probably need a large, right?
What for the hoodies or the joggers?
You got some joggers.
Large, yeah.
Large, okay.
Yeah.
And what the ladies like the spandex joggers, right? That's what they wearing now, right? The biker short boxers, or the biker short material, the real tight ass material. Like nigga came over the other day showing me some shit, some Ithaca shit, right? And the shit was straight boxers, right? But some chicks had them on. It was like a bra and some boxers. It was a nice outfit, but I'm like, man, are you sure bitch they wearing this out in the streets? Because this looks like a nightwear. You know what I'm saying? Like something.
Really?
But whatever. But it was straight.
I'm about to check it out. You said Ithaca?
Yeah. You know, they use biker material, so I'm going to try to get some biker shorts, some biker material, see how that go on the job.
Yeah. Well, you know, them wrestling uniforms is always good for the summertime. About to be summer, so get the wrestling suits and all varieties of neon colors. They all love the wrestling suits. Man. That bitch in neon pink, neon green, neon yellow, neon orange, and you have sold out, man. I'm so serious.
What do you mean by the wrestling? You talking about the rest with the shorts and the
Yes, them ugly ass wrestling suits. Yes. I don't know why those are so popular, but chicks really be wearing that shit. And I'm like,
what? Oh, okay. Thanks for the advice. I'm gonna have to check that out because I didn't know. Like I
don't like them, but yeah, they like that shit.
It's a wrestling fucking outfit. Who?
Goddamn wrestling outfits. Yes.
That sounds ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. I believe. I ain't seen one yet that I liked.
You silly. All right, Tasha. You have a good night. I will probably hit you up tomorrow, see what's going on, because we're gonna talk about these documentaries too.
Oh, indeed, indeed. Stay tuned. Niggas gonna be on Prime soon enough.
Prime all day.
Man.
All right.
All right, dude. I'm out.
Peace. Thanks, everybody.
Peace.
I appreciate it. I'll holler at y'all.
God damn it. Oh.